See this face? This is a face of a slightly frustrated individual at the conclusion of day 4 of the BookTube-A-Thon. So, today started off great. I finished a book. I finished Les's book, to be exact, and I read from page 16 to page 97, which was the finale of the book. So I read 81 pages of her book. Now, let me remind you that the pages in her book, they're this size, so technically they're like 2 pages each. So 81 pages is more like 162 pages, but I digress. The other thing that made me annoyed and slightly frustrated was how much I don't like this book. Why You Say It is kind of dry, boring. A lot of the phrases that he talks about I have never ever heard of and could care less what they mean. I did, however, still manage to read from page 4 to page 97, so I guess that's pretty good. So I read 93 pages from this boring book. And then, because I still needed to make up for the fact that Les's book only counts for 81 pages, I decided to pick up Teaching a Stone to Talk, because, hey, it's thin, and I figured I can, you know, feel good about myself and finish another book tomorrow. This book has also not turned out to be as awesome as I wanted it to. It's a lot of short stories, and that's basically all I knew about it before I went into it. And the author, it's from her point of view, it's like her little snippets of her life. Little to my knowledge, turns out all of her stories mention God and religion in some way, and it's just not the kind of book that I was looking for. However, the little stories do definitely have interesting parts. Like, she had a story about polar explorations, and then she kept relating it back to church and her sitting there and whatnot. And the funny thing was, she talked about how she was brought up in a very anti-Christian home, but then now she goes to church and all that stuff. So it's just not what I was expecting. But it's a pretty fast read. She does write well. She has a good prose, but it's just not the story that I wanted. So I ended up reading to page 95. So if you add 81 plus 93 plus 95, I have read a total of 269 pages today, which is better than yesterday. Not quite 300, but I'm still pretty comfortable with it because once again I finished another book, and that's my goal. My personal goal is to try and finish a book every day. Who knows if that's going to happen, but I like it. Plus, Les's book was really more than 81 pages anyway. I hope everyone else had a bit of a better day than I did in terms of frustration with the books that you chose to read. Let me know how you're doing below, and I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully in a better mood.